The safest place you know might not be as safe as you think. Right now in your home, there could be risks you walk past every day without noticing. They're sneaky, they're subtle, and they're more common than you'd guess. But here's the good thing. Once you spot these hidden problems, they're pretty simple to fix. You won't need expensive renovations or major changes. Just a few smart tweaks can make a huge difference. Knowing these things changed how I look at every room in my house, and it'll change how you see yours too. I am David Harrison, and welcome to this channel. I've dedicated myself to sharing wisdom about living well in our golden years. From practical tips to heartwarming conversations, we'll discover together how to make these golden years truly shine. Subscribe to stay connected and inspired. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference for me. Are you ready to see your home in a whole new light? Let's get started with the first surprise I found. Number 1. Small elevation changes. You're walking through your home right now. Stop for a moment. Look down at your feet. Those tiny differences in floor height between rooms, that slight bump where your carpet meets the tile, they might seem minor now, but these small elevation changes pack a surprising punch. Picture yourself carrying a basket of laundry through your hallway. Your foot catches that small lip between the carpet and hardwood. Your heart jumps into your throat for just a split second. Maybe you catch yourself, maybe you don't. Now imagine that same moment when your balance isn't quite what it used to be. I noticed this in my own home last week. Walking from my kitchen to my living room, there's this tiny threshold, barely half an inch high. For years I stepped over it without thinking. Then I watched my elderly neighbor struggle with it while bringing me some homemade cookies. That's when it hit me. What's barely noticeable today might become tomorrow's obstacle. Here's what makes this tricky. Our bodies change as we age. Our steps get shorter. Our balance shifts. That quick recovery from a stumble, it gets harder. But fixing these problems, that's easier than you might think. Start with the basics. Those loose rugs? Grab some non-slip pads. They're cheap and work wonders. Is there a threshold between rooms? You can remove it entirely or add a small ramp. Those uneven spots in your flooring? A handyman can level them out in no time. Small changes make big differences. And the best time to make these changes? Right now, before they become problems. Because preventing a fall is so much easier than recovering from one. Next time you walk through your home, pay attention to every little bump and transition. Each one is a chance to make your space safer. Simple fixes now mean peace of mind later. Number 2. Poor lighting and glare. Walking into my kitchen at night for a glass of water, I stubbed my toe. Again. That's when I started paying attention to the lighting in my home. Those shadows stretching across the floor, the bright spots and dark corners. They're not just annoying, they're playing tricks on our eyes. Think about your morning routine. Sun streams through your windows, creating bright spots on your shiny floor. You squint, trying to see where you're stepping. Or maybe it's evening, and shadows make it hard to tell if there's one step left or two. Poor lighting messes with our depth perception, making every step less certain. Most people think the fix is simple. Just add more lights, right? Not quite. I learned this the hard way after installing super bright bulbs in my hallway. The harsh light created more problems than it solved. Turns out, gentle. Even lighting works better than bright spotlights. Start in the spots where you need to see clearly. Your stairs, kitchen counters, bathroom. Install LED lights that spread light evenly. They'll save you money on electricity too. Got glare from windows? Light-blocking curtains work wonders. And here's something neat. Night lights with motion sensors can light your path without flooding the whole room. Remember, good lighting isn't about turning your home into a stadium. It's about seeing clearly and moving confidently through your space, day or night. Number 3. Loose rugs and carpets. That beautiful Persian rug in your living room, the cozy bath mat by your shower, they make your house feel like home. But when they start sliding around, they turn into hidden traps waiting to catch your feet. I found this out when my dog came running through the house, hitting the corner of my area rug. The whole thing bunched up like an accordion. Sure, I fixed it right away. But what if I hadn't noticed? What if someone had stepped on that bunched up corner in the middle of the night? Here's something surprising. You don't need to throw out your favorite rugs to stay safe. Those rugs that I've been in your family for generations, they can stay right where they are. We just need to outsmart them. Double-sided tape works like magic on smaller rugs. For bigger ones, rug grippers grab hold of both the rug and floor, keeping everything in place. That bath mat that slides around, a non-slip pad underneath will keep it steady, even when wet. Check your rugs regularly. Give them a gentle tug. If they move, they need securing. Pay special attention to the edges and corners. They should lay flat against the floor, no curling or bunching allowed. Think of it this way. Your rugs should move only when you want them to, like when it's time for spring cleaning. The rest of the time, they should stay put, keeping your feet warm and your steps steady. Number 4. Clutter's mental toll. Open any kitchen drawer in a cluttered home. Spoons tangle with measuring cups. Papers spill over countertops. Random items crowd every surface. Your eyes dart from pile to pile, your brain working overtime to process it all. This isn't just about messiness, it's about how you move through your space. In quiet moments, clutter whispers. During emergencies, it shouts. When you need medication quickly or hear smoke alarms, those piles become barriers. Each stack of mail and each box in the hallway slows you down when seconds count. Your brain works differently in cluttered spaces. It's like trying to read a book while someone keeps waving their hands in front of the pages. You can do it, but it takes more energy and more focus. Over time, this mental strain adds up. Start fresh each morning. Pick one spot, a drawer, a shelf, a countertop. Sort through it. Keep what you use weekly. Set aside things you haven't touched in months. Put everyday items where you can grab them easily. Add simple organizers to keep things tidy. Watch how your space opens up, one area at a time. Notice how much faster you find things. Feel the difference as you walk through rooms without dodging obstacles. This isn't about losing possessions. It's about gaining freedom to move. Number 5. Furniture placement. Stand in your living room. Close your eyes. Walk from the sofa to the kitchen. Did you bump anything, brush against a table, sidestep around a chair? Each piece of furniture creates an invisible pathway through your home. 3 feet of clear space. That's your golden rule. It's enough room to walk confidently, carry groceries, or use a mobility aid. But in many homes, furniture crowds these natural pathways. Tables edge closer to the walls. Chairs drift into walking spaces. Day by day, those clear paths shrink. Look at your main walkways. Follow them from room to room. Notice where you naturally slow down or have to turn sideways. These spots need attention. Pull furniture back from walls. Remove pieces that block your flow. Create clear lines of movement. Rearranging furniture isn't about emptying rooms. It's about opening possibilities. Wide pathways make spaces feel larger and more peaceful. They invite easy movement. They welcome you forward. Moving through your home should feel natural, smooth, and effortless. Each room should breathe. Give yourself this gift of space. Set up your furniture to support how you live, not just how things look. Your comfort and safety depend on these clear pathways. Your home holds so much more than furniture and memories. It's your space to move freely, rest peacefully, and live comfortably. Small changes make this possible. From securing loose rugs to brightening dark corners, clearing cluttered paths to opening up walkways. Look around your home tonight. Notice the small steps between rooms, the way light falls across your floors, the paths you take from chair to kitchen. Each spot offers a chance to make your space safer, your movements smoother, and your daily life easier. You don't need major renovations or expensive changes. Start small. Fix one thing today. Maybe it's adding a non-slip pad under your favorite rug, or clearing one cluttered drawer, or moving that side table that's always in the way. What catches your eye first? Drop a comment below. I'd love to know which room you'll start with. While you're here, tap that subscribe button for more practical home tips. And hey, if you know someone who'd find this helpful, send it their way. Stay safe, move confidently, and do your homework for you.